Here we go. Make sure everything's charged up. Boom. There we go. That's all good. Hello, Jamie. Hello, Paul. Hello, Sarah. Hello, hello, hello. Let me just make sure this isn't going to move because it's moving a lot. There we go. That's all good. Hello, Ian. Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone? Hello, Chris. Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone's weekends been? Hope you're doing well. For those who are just tuning into the live, I do go live every night from Sunday to Thursday, normally 8 p.m. UK time, to do like the normal live where we have sort of a catch up, answer any questions, mark up the charts and go through that. And then I'll be doing my bootcamp live after this as well. I've been doing my bootcamp every single day, so it's more like educational and formal focused. And so yeah, this live is just, markup charts, looking for levels to actively trade. And then after that, we'll do the bootcamp live, which is more, educational and everything like that. Hello, Martin. Hello, Geordie. Hello, Benjamin. Hello, Katie, Matthew, Alan, DB, Heath, Lady H, Krishina. Smash that like button. Appreciate that, Krishina. But let me know how your weekend's been, guys. Let me know how everyone's doing, and then we'll get into the charts and come up with a plan for tomorrow. Let's zoom out a bit first. But yeah, let me know how the weekend was. Getting into Christmas now, feeling festive, hopefully. Hello, Graham. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Raj, Matthew. Backtesting. Good, Matthew. That's good. My weekends for a long time were just purely backtesting, so that's really good to see. Can't beat time at the chart, seeing things playing out, building that ability up. I've had a busy weekend celebrating. I'm 30 today. Congratulations, but you should have. I'll post in the Discord after this. But happy birthday, Beth. Start challenge day one tomorrow. Is going to start today, but don't want to do a trade on Monday. Yeah, that's probably best. Lady H is probably best. What do you mean, Aaron? What do you mean you're nearly a millionaire? Hello, Sam. Hello, Aaron. Hello. Yeah, let me know how your weekend was. Let me know how you got on last week, and then we'll get into market up the charts, come up with a plan for tomorrow. So now it's best night now. Love that, Katie. Another full listener of Best Loser Wins on the road today. Nice, DB, and hope you had a good trip. I think it's Max. All good, Adam. All good. Loved your live before. I thought that was absolutely brilliant. So really nice work there. Sorting out. Aaron, how much did you start with on that, Aaron? Hello, Pritimer. Hello. Been messaging with Craig a bit recently. He's a G. Yeah, Craig's an absolute beast. Everyone in the private group, you already know Craig. Absolute legend. Appreciate it. Everyone loved it. Doing another Thursday with Brandon. Nice. I like the duo ones as well. I think they're really solid. It's fine. Definitely, Katie. What do you mean? How much capital did you start with to get to that amount, Aaron? And then what was the procedure to go through? Just because when I hear that statement of like someone's taken over your account, like it's sign, like red flags come up. Okay, good, Aaron. Okay. Okay, I know what you mean. Thursday in diary, what time? Adam, roughly. Yeah, Adam, let us know a time for the live as well. It's good to know a time in advance just so everyone's ready. I got the book that Katie mentioned the other day delivered, journal but handwritten. Looking forward to using and journaling 100%. Nice, Raj. That's really, really, really good. You know, anyone who's taken the step to journal is, you know, taking a huge, huge, huge step. Journaling is one of those few things which I can recommend in trading, which just objectively will improve your trading. Journaling is just one of those things where if you do it, you will see an improvement in your trading. I was great earlier, particularly when you're not well. Through Katie. Okay, cool. And yeah, I think Katie, if you can drop the book in the Discord again, the one which you got. I think a lot of members, a lot more would benefit from that. But yeah, let's get straight into the charts then. So last week was pretty interesting. Obviously, we had this huge pullback, which was really interesting. Friday's price action was actually really nice, which is unlike Friday. So we had this nice level here. We had an inverse head and shoulders, which broke out, which was perfectly. This level was called in the private group. This inverse head and shoulders was given in the private group. The retest was as well. This high, which did get a nice reaction, we ended up pulling back. And then to everyone on the boot camp, on Friday, you will have seen this level get hit live as well, which ended up being like the perfect bottom before the last impulse move up on Friday. So that was really, really nice. We'll pull this over a bit. So really nice end to the week last week. Really like that. And let's get into this week and see what we can find. So I'm going to remove this now. It doesn't look too good. Going to move this over. Yeah. I'm going to move this over. Okay, thank you. There we go. Thank you. So let's just apologize, guys. So we've got, going to get rid of that trend line. This one, I'm not really a fan of either. We can move this one. We can extrapolate this one out. I do like to start off with, you know, a few trend lines. I treat trend lines like scaffolding of a building. Okay, you can't build a building without first putting up the scaffolding. So I want to put the scaffolding up so I've got a good framework to work from. What's that? First work journaling, can't wait. Yeah, it's good, Sam. It's really effective. Journaling's really solid, like really good. And then a lot of I've been sending out the personalized reports from the challenge, and the rest of them will be sent out after this. Obviously, I've got to do the boot camp as well, so it's going to be a bit weird, but they'll be sent out. And so in a lot of them, it's about journaling as well. So that'll be really good. Forex trading journal, day trading notebook for active traders. Okay, nice, Raj. Great shout out with the book, Katie. Thank you for sharing it with the group. Nice. Ian, when I'm looking for entries, I'll do it on the 1 minute. So for here now, we've got this recent price action, which on Friday, I was just like really dialed in with. So I just want to have a few there to see sort of what's going on. And then we'll sort of zoom out from there. So I just want to realign myself with what was going on Friday, because I was really aligned with what the price was doing. And so I just want to get back into that headspace of what I was sort of looking for, what I anticipated price to do. And then we'll zoom out and we'll start on the higher time frames. But just basically getting aligned with what I was looking at on Friday, getting in that headspace. And then from there we can zoom out and look for some nice levels. I've forgotten what this one is, so I'm going to remove. That was sort of a quick markup from Friday. But let's zoom out to 30 minute and start with this. So okay, we've still got this level here, which looks nice. We did have this perfect golden pocket, but that's been hit now, so we'll remove that. I'm actually going to start pretty much completely from fresh here. Remove a few, so we'll get rid of the volume as well, as I don't want that on my chart right now. Okay, so we've had a huge impulse move out from this bull flag that we had on the higher time frames. If we go onto the 4 hour, we can see this huge bull flag here. So impulse move to the upside, followed by consolidation to the downside. That was given in the group in advance as well. And then we obviously had a huge impulse move to the upside, huge impulse move to the upside. So that's sort of where we're at now. Extremely bullish. We didn't quite take out the all-time high, but still very bullish. Huge retracement now. Okay, we have taken out this low, which looks good for further upside movement. These candles here do look like slowing momentum, but they are still green, so buyers are still winning that battle there. I'm going to get the Fu Manchu back up on the screen. I did remove it for the last section of the bootcamp, but we'll get this back on. Again, if you've got any questions regarding what I'm sort of going over here, then please let me know in the chat, and I'll happily re-go over them. Put this back on. Perfect. There we go. And then I'm going to remove these two lines here as well. I'm going to move to the 30-minute, and now we can start actually marking up some nice levels. Okay, nice. It's the review thing. So Chris, we did a challenge in the group. Excuse me, I'm still a bit ill. I do apologise in my voice, but we did a challenge like a few weeks ago. And then basically each member has been built like a personalized report from how they got on in the challenge, and then each member got like a type form to answer particular questions as well. And so focusing on the answers to those questions and how they did throughout the challenge, they're getting like a personalized report moving forward. So just a few key things which I've highlighted, and then also key things which we've seen very successful members do that they can pull from that, and a lot of things like that. So it's going to be just very high value, condensed, really good with areas to focus on. So yeah. Yes, Nigel. Yeah, Fu Manchu's free on TradingView, and then for again, if you're new, this is TradingView. It's what I use to mark up my charts. It's like gold standard for charting. So yeah. Hello, Simon. Hello. So let's see what we've got. So I'm gonna start off with pulling a trend line fib from this high to this low. Most obvious one to pull, and then it does kind of line up nearly with this previous low. If that lined up perfectly, then that would just be outrageously good. We have wicked that previous low already, though, on this huge wick here, so that's something to keep in mind. Might not be as strong, so okay. Let's see what else we've got. That's fine. Where is the... I need the... which one is it? Is it this one? ColezTrades indicator. Brilliant indicator made by one of the members of the community, Tony. Absolute beast. So I'm going to get that up on my chart now as well. Comes up with nice areas of support and resistance on your chart, which is obviously really good. I don't like 4-hour levels on it. I don't want previous day low, previous day high, previous week low, previous week high. I don't care for those. Okay, so I'm going to mark up this golden pocket just because it is so strong, and it comes up with the previous day low as well. Well, a previous day low, so that's something I want to keep in mind. So let's get in here, plus prev low. Very important low as well. Hello, Andy. What's the fib level you add in? 1 second. I've got like a wire on my keyboard, which is annoying. There we go. Let me get this up. So when you mean what fib level, do you mean which fib level this is particularly on my chart? So this fib level here that I'm using is the golden pocket. It's between the 0.618 and the 0.65 level on the Fibonacci retracement tool. So I use it to gauge a really nice pullback. And so, yeah, it basically shows a nice pullback in an area where we could see a potential reversal. And so that's an area which I want to have on my chart. And they're very strong. But I definitely want to keep in mind that overall, we are moving to the upside. Overall, we've broke out of a huge bullish, huge bull flag. So I want to keep that in mind as well, and still be cautious on the short side. Definitely want to be cautious on the short side. We do have the daily open from Friday here as well, which looks which looks really nice for some things. Let's zoom into the 15-minute and see what we can come up with for buy positions, because that is the bias that I've really got. I put 413, 4317, okay, in the Discord as well. Okay, nice DV, really, really nice. I love it when levels line up nicely. That's really, really good to see. Really, really, really good. I went to the free version and the indicators, and he used Fu Manchu and Cole's indicator. Got fed up of having loads of useless crap on my chart. Michael, that's probably a really good idea. Something which I've said throughout the boot camp. Actually, I did say it in one of the, I think it was the indicator section of the boot camp. Is a lot of times, you know, you over cluster your charts and there's too much going on, and you forget to look at the candles, and that's the most important part of the chart. You know, what is going on in the candles, you need to still be able to see that. And so a great tip, if you do have a lot on your chart, is A, remove a lot of it, because it will help you, it'll give you a clearer view. And 2, having a second chart which has just got nothing on, where you can just see raw price action, is also a really, really, really nice idea as well. So just gives you a clearer view of what actually is going on and the important stuff on the chart. It's a really nice idea. So really, really like that, Michael. Got same level. No, okay, nice guys. Okay, seems like we've all got that level, which is good to see. So let's. I'm gonna go on to the 12-minute. Actually, I prefer the 12-minute over the 15-minute. Let's see what we can sort of come up with. So I'm going to put on, we haven't really got too many levels up here, just because obviously we've broke out of this recent range, so there's not too much to go off. But one thing we can do is we can go off this previous low here to this high. I don't really want to go all the way down here. This is probably all right. What we can do is mark this up. Doesn't have to be that wide. And this is golden pocket plus daily open. Very nice also. And it comes in at the psychological 80 level, which is obviously nice to see as well. So there we go. That's good. Let me just mark this up as green. So green, we're looking for buys. Red, we're looking for sells, keeping it, you know, fairly simple. Let's remove this off as well. Something which is nice is the VWAP here. I quite like this for a potential bounce when we first open. The problem is, if we open extremely bullish, I don't really want to be in the way of that, and I could see us potentially doing that. So that's something that I really don't want to do. Let's zoom into the 5-minute though and see what we've got going on. See what we've got going on down here. Max, stop mentioning Friday. All good. Convo with Craig. He has made me a trading plan. What a gen. Amazing, amazing, Katie. That's really amazing to hear and see. So that's really good. And then, you know, what happened on Friday, you know, from there, from the message you put in Discord, you know, there was a lot learned, and, you know, sharing it with the community and sharing those learning experiences, I encourage everyone to do, because it kind of puts that learning in concrete. If you learn something and then you just move on, it's, you know, it's not really in concrete. Whereas if you learn something and then you write it to others, yo, I made this mistake, I learned this from it. It can not only help others, but also it kind of puts it in stone for you. And typing it, I know, it does something to your psychology. It makes you remember it more, which is really, really good. And then if you go on to do that same mistake again, you know, people remember. So they'll be like, come on, you know, you've made that mistake before. Make sure you don't do it again. Yeah, it's smart, Michael. Very, very, very smart. How do we get the ColezTrades indicator? I can only find ColezTrades support resistance candles, daily open, and VWAP looks different. James, so if you go into the Discord and you go into the ColezTrades indicator section, you can find it there. But then also, if you're struggling there, just at Tony in the Discord. He'll have put the messages for the indicators, so it's him. Just at him in there, and he'll walk you through exactly how to get them up on your chart. So you can see here. This is the other one as well. We'll put this up on the chart as well. It's just loading up. So here we can see the other one on the chart. It's very similar. So yeah, I don't use the 4-hour levels though. We might keep it on if it lines up with something. Where's this? Okay, this might actually be all right. See if this does line up. Okay, that does look all right. Let's see where the fixed volume range for this range lines up. Okay, the value area low isn't looking too good. What we'll do is we'll go onto this one here, zoom out here, and then we'll pull the fixed volume range across this to try and get some more accurate price data. Okay, there we go. Okay, this looks a lot better now. Okay, this looks really good. Okay, I really like this level. Golden pocket plus 4-hour plus value area low. Yeah, this is nice. It's a shame it doesn't come in exactly on the 300 level. That is unfortunate because that would have been a nice psychological level to work off as well. But we'll take it. It might jump down to the 300 level, so the 90 level, sorry. So we're just going to keep that in mind. Okay. Yeah, this is really nice, actually. Let me just remove this off. Zoom out a bit. Okay, then I'm going to copy this, move this over here, and I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to copy this over to this over to this. Oh, delete that first, put that there. There we go. Perfect. There we go. I like this level a lot. That's really, really nice. And if you've got any questions regarding these levels that I've marked up, please don't hesitate to let me know in the chat, and I'll re-go over them and explain them in a bit more detail. Okay, these are really nice. This looks good. Yes, mistakes admitted is helpful, and blown accounts lol, good to remember and remind yourself. 100% Nigel, you know, sharing, there's really is no disadvantage to sharing the mistakes that you face in trading. I think it's really, really, really helpful as well to get that out there as well. Get that kind of off your chest. I mean, no one's judging you. Chances are everyone's made that mistake, if not worse. There's a very few mistakes that you can make in trading that I haven't made as well. So if you've made a mistake, chances are I've made it, chances are many of the members in the community have made it. You know, trading is full of mistakes. I always say a similar sort of analogy for it, but trading is like a hurdle race, okay? At the first hurdle, like 50% of people fall over and they just leave. Next hurdle, another 50%. Those who just keep pushing through those hurdles are the ones which make it, and the ones which make a lot of money and are able to go full-time through it, as we've seen in the community. Let me move this off. It's 300. KT, so I mean like 4,300, but that's all the way up here. So 4,300, 4,200, 4,400. These are obviously big psychological levels. You know, they're round numbers, and so they can act as support and resistance as well. So keeping those in mind is good. Okay, nice. Nice, mate. Nice Lambo. Really nice. Hello, Sam. Yeah, exactly what Graham said. Exactly. John, I take the fib levels from Wix. You can, and I do know people who do it from the bodies, but I've always done fib levels from the Wix. I've never done it from the bodies. But there are some people who do it from the bodies. I do it from the Wix. Makes more sense to me, and I feel it works better. I don't think there is no one who hasn't blown an account. Yeah, Matthew, exactly. What's that, Katie? But yeah, I think it's very, very true. We've all been through the same the same mistakes and everything in trading. It happens all of the time, and it's a shame. The worst mistakes are the ones where you fall into the trading sort of get rich quick traps, and they're like, yeah, this system's going to make you a millionaire in a few days, or trading bots and this, that, and the other. They're the most annoying mistakes because the learning thing is just don't do that. But you know, everyone sort of seems to fall into the same traps, and it happens. But once you've made that mistake, it's just like, okay, you should be sort of thankful because at least it didn't happen later on in your journey. I mean, every mistake now later on in your journey is a much more costly mistake. So make as many mistakes now as possible, and that means less mistakes in the future. And one thing which is, you know, super important is, even later on in your trading journey, when, you know, you're making really good money, you're still going to make like mistakes, especially psychological mistakes. You're still going to end up maybe over risking on a trade. You're going to end up, you know, fighting in the opposite direction or something like this when you know you shouldn't. Take a trade which you know you shouldn't, but like you've got confident. You're always, like, no matter what, you're always going to fall into those psychological traps. And so some of them just, you know, trying to work around and identifying when you do. But there's some other concrete mistakes which are like, you know, never do that. For example, like just over risking a ton. You don't, like, never, ever, ever do that. To hit first. Colin, so if this buy was to get hit, it would have to have hit this buy first. So this one's the first one, this one's the second one. Get rich slow. That's the mentality. And it really does. Like, progress in anything doesn't look like this. It's very much an exponential curve. I don't know why I'm doing it with my hand when I've got a chart here. But it very much is. So let's imagine a chart here. It's very much like this and then like this. Nothing is just like this. Nothing. And then when you reach this point, everyone sees it as, you know, that overnight success and this, that, and the other, but they don't see all of this. And when you're in all of that, when you're in the trenches there, you don't realize that you're moving along this point. You don't, like, it doesn't feel like you're moving along this line when you actually are. So you can be here and it feels like you're going nowhere, but you are actually learning a lot, and you don't realize how close you're getting to that point where it's like, okay, I've got this. You just don't realize how close you are, and then things just click, and then you're like, wait there, this month I've made this much money, and it didn't really feel like that. I just kind of stuck to my plan, I've journaled my trades, like, it just didn't really feel like much, I've just done it. And then you'll get to that point, and yeah, that's sort of how I think it works with everything, with trading, with business. And you got to treat trading like business. I think that's a very important point as well. A lot of people don't treat trading like the business that it is. I think treating trading like business has no downsides. And so, yeah, building a business takes time. You're going to make mistakes, and you got expenses, and yeah. But trading, in my opinion, is the best business. How to use it. Andy, so on the indicator, basically you've got a lot of areas of support and resistance to use. So you've got VWAP on the chart, you've got daily opens on the chart, you've got daily, weekly, 4-hour support and resistance. So all of these lines act as support and resistance. So when they line up with fib levels, with volume levels, etc., they're normally very, very strong. Very, very, very strong levels, which are really, really, really nice to use. So basically, it's just lines of support and resistance. And then a level which isn't really, I'm yet to see anyone else in the space talk about, but I've definitely seen it be very, very strong, is VWAP levels as well. So where the VWAP resets each day, it's a very strong level. One level that I do want to mark up, I don't think we'll drop that sort of low, but I do want to have it marked up in case we do. It wasn't this fib. Where did I pull it from? I think it was all the way down here. Yeah, there we go. I want to pull it all the way to the bottom. There we go. This is a really nice level. Let me just mark this up, make sure it's perfect. There we go. Okay, perfect. So this is a golden pocket plus VWAP level plus trend. This is also a really nice level. I like this a lot. We got some really nice levels on tonight, to be fair. I like all of the levels that we've marked up. Okay, let me turn this off. Zoom out a bit. Zoom in a bit, sorry. I'm going to go to the 15-minute. There we go. Really, really nice levels on tonight. Perfect, perfect. Can't wait to be feeling I've got this. Katie, it'll come. It'll come. And it'll feel like it's just, you don't really, there's not like a clicking, I never say like a clicking point. It's more like a clicking week or a few weeks. Things just start to feel a bit easier. It is like when you're driving a car. You don't suddenly have a magic point where you're like, wow, I can drive. It's mainly like, okay, like I'm getting better now, wait there. Like, and then you look back and you're like, wait, I didn't know how to drive before and now I'm cruising down the road. Like, it just kind of happens slowly. And then you get to the point you're like, and you look back and you're like, wow, I've done quite well. Was doing some DIY work today and I felt like an analogy. We can't rush it with doing DIY stuff like trading. Have to take it slowly and carefully, else mistakes can create double the work and / be painful. I love the be painful ... Yeah, completely agree. Do it right or do it twice, I think is a great quote. I don't know if that's the exact one, but yeah, do it right or do it twice. It's better to do it right. If you use levels to buy, how do you know when to take profit? So, Pritam, what I'll do is once the trade is moving in my direction, I'll take some partials off the table as we move up. I'll move my stop loss up and then I'll continue to take partials as we go. Something which I think is very important in what I do is I don't have like a set take profit. I'll take partials as we go up. I'll have ideas where I take profit, which are just obvious support and resistance levels where price has sort of respected before, like just looking at the chart. We can see here, just like very obvious levels. I'll have obvious levels where I'm looking to take profits, but mainly it'll be taking partials, moving my stop loss up, taking partials, moving stop loss up. In trading, we've got to identify the things which we have control over. And so one of the things we have control over is how much we're risking. And the second thing we have control over is our trade management. Okay, we don't know which way a trade's going to go. Like, we just don't. I think a key thing in trading is if you think you know anything, you know nothing. I think it's a really good quote just for everything in life. I really like that quote, keeps you humble. And again, if you think you know anything, you know nothing. And in trading, no one knows for definite which way price is going to go. You just don't. Use the calculated edge over time to profit from these markets. And so with that, one thing we can control, if we can't control price, one thing we can control is when we're taking profits, what we're doing with our stop loss and our trade management. So I make sure to maximize that as much as possible. So I'm very dynamic with my stop loss, moving it up into profit, taking partials as we go, taking different amount of partials depending on how volatile the move is, etc., etc. You can really go in depth. You could take the best system in the world and just like a very average system. If that average system, you used really good trade management and that really bad one, no, really good one, you used like just very standard trade management, the very basic system, which gives you the slightest edge, I'm talking like an EMA cross system even, I would be very confident and you would profit more with the more advanced trade management. It's something which doesn't get a lot of light in the trading space. If you go onto YouTube and you type in trading, everything is about trading system. This is the best system I've ever seen. Most of them talk about scalping because it appeals to beginners, because beginners think quick trades equals quick profit. That's most of what you see. So because we see that mostly, and we know that most people lose money in trading, we can divulge from that is wrong. And one thing you don't see a lot of is trade management, like what is trade management, how to do it, this, that, and the other, and just talking about it and bringing it out into the open. And that should tell you that, okay, that's where the money's made. You never hear someone say add to a winning position. But So that's where the money's made. All of the this isn't across the board true, but I think in most environments where people aren't talking is where the profit is, really. So Andy, the VWAP level which I went on about is basically VWAP is volume weighted average price. It looks like an EMA. We'll get this on the chart. It's the blue line that'll show up. So it looks like an EMA, and it basically volume weighted average price. So it's the average price with volume weighted to it. And it resets at the start of each day. Now, when it resets, you can see here, it creates like a right angle. So we can see, where's this? We can see like right angle here, right angle here. Like these, where it resets from, I've noticed are quite strong levels. And so we can use them with confluence from other levels to look for trades from. A lot of people use the VWAP when scalping and day trading to take trades from, because normally if we're in a downtrend, price really respects the VWAP and will treat it as resistance. And if we're in an uptrend, price will really respect VWAP and use it as support. It's a very, very strong level. Yeah, this isn't the bootcamp live, Nigel. So in this one, this is just the normal live. So for those who are new to the lives or how they're structured, basically I do a normal live from Sunday to Thursday where I answer any questions, mark up the charts, etc. And that's this live, which is a lot more chill, a lot more relaxed. And then the second live, which I do, is on the bootcamp. So that's a section of the bootcamp that we have inside the private group. And that's a lot more educational, a lot more formal. We go through a topic step by step by step. And then at the end of that one, we do a quiz at the end. So I won't be doing a quiz on this one, but on the bootcamp live I do after, then I'll be doing a quiz. Hello, Nutrix. Manage safely. 100%, Nigel. 100%. And look, you can make money quickly in trading, but trying to make money quickly won't. Like, if you try and make money slow, you'll make money quick. If you try and make money quick, you won't make any money at all. Like, that's sort of the mindset, really. Hello, Graham. Andy, so the trades in the educators group and then using the levels in the analysis and the signals in there as well, mate. Should be really good. If you haven't received the Dane blueprint as well, drop me a message and we'll get that out to you as well. And the blueprint's being sent out today as well. So that'll be sent out tonight. Obviously I can't send it out now and I can't send it out over the bootcamp, so if you haven't received it, but that'll be sent out as well. Personalized report for you specifically, which will be really, really good. So I'm looking forward to getting that out and seeing the feedback on that as well. Should be really good. And by the way, guys, if you are enjoying the live, double tapping the screen and liking the live does help spread it about. And then if you've got any questions on these particular levels as well, these are the levels which I will be looking to trade come tomorrow. So we'll see how they're respected, but I really like each and every one of these levels. Definitely biasing buys. If this was Bitcoin, I would be saying sells, because normally when Bitcoin forms this exact pattern with the really, really long wick, normally we come down to take the low of the wick and cause max pain in the markets. But gold, that doesn't happen as often. We could see it roll over and come down to here, something to keep in mind. But we'll have to see how market opens and see how it respects this level first. If we get a huge bounce off this level, then we can anticipate a really bullish week. If we don't, then I'll be very cautious on this, and I'll be mainly looking for this. So this level's a very, very important level to be looking at. I think it'll give us a good indication of what we can expect going into next week. Oh no, okay, nice, Katie. I'm not old enough to remember Dane. That's good. He's a really, really, really nice guy. Like, really nice guy. He's always like DJing and stuff, and he's got his what is it, yacht license or whatever, so he's always out on his boat. Really nice guy, very interesting trading. He did get involved in trading like a few years ago and sort of played around with it and stuff, but nothing really clicked. He showed me what stuff he had been looking at. It's funny. But yeah, so he's really, really interested in it. I've had him over for Christmas dinner, and I went to his for a barbecue once, which was good. So get on along really well with him. So I'm looking forward to seeing his progress throughout the group, which should be really, really good. So I've got to catch up with him, I don't know when next week, but yeah. If you turn off VWAP mitigation, it will show this one, Tony. Oh, I need to turn on the. Can I come for Christmas dinner? Of course, Adam. If you're in Dubai, let me know. That's Tony. Thank you. Yeah, definitely Matthew. I think it's a really nice added level. Yeah, if you're in Dubai, look, let me know. Let me know, and looking to come next year, I think. 100% Adam. Adam, I'd be very, very, very surprised if you don't end up in Dubai in 2026. Definitely. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to my 2026 is just going to be crazy, so it'll be amazing. We'll get you in some nice cars, Adam. I'll take you out for some nice food. Katie, so I'm going back to the UK for around Christmas, and then I'm going to be back here for New Year. I've got to go to where am I going? I'm going to Cyprus beforehand. I need to sort some things out there, and then I'm going to be coming back to the big UK. That is going to treat me nice, of course, Adam. Look, of course. You and Brandon, come out. Nice, Amar. It's good to see you on Adam's live. And look, it happens to the best of us. And you know, it's a good learning. It's a very important learning experience. But just reduce that risk. Make sure you stick with it. Andy, probably not all the way up until Christmas. I've outlined in the private group. Sort of days to watch out for over Christmas when liquidity sort of drops. Coming to the end of the year is normally a quite weird time in trading, so definitely be cautious of that, only looking at like the highest probability setups. But we'll always be looking at sort of what's going on and being active there. I'm cooking my turkey on barbecue for the first time in my life. Who cooks a turkey on the barbecue? You got to let us know how that goes, Nutrix. Drop us a picture in the Discord. I'm very intrigued. I just want to say thank you for the beginner masterclass videos. Would love to have one where you have a member and you go through VWAP, SMC. Amar, we will. I think that's a good idea, actually. I didn't think about adding that in. So later on in the bootcamp, we do go over more advanced things. I didn't think about getting a member on. Maybe, obviously we've got a lesson each day, so it would be weird to add on, but when we get to the more advanced things, maybe let me know if you'd be interested in this. But maybe getting a member on for those more advanced sections in terms of marking up a full chart from start to finish, and then basically let them go ahead and see how they get on and go from there. And go from there. I think that'd be a good idea, actually. I like that. Adam, man. Thank you, Adam. I need it to pay my bills. Keep it up. Don't do that, by the way. I appreciate it, but don't do that. January the same. January's better. Start of January, be careful, but mid to end of January is nice, and then we get into February and everything's all good. February's nice. I like February a lot. February is a very, very, very good month, in my opinion. Put towards a new youth funded. Nutrix, you're gonna have to send us some pictures of this barbecue. Very, very intrigued with how that's gonna go. But yeah, guys, let me know if you've got any questions regarding these levels, and then we'll wrap up this live. And I need to get everything set up for the bootcamp live, which I'll be doing. What time is it? 9. The bootcamp live will probably be a bit later now. I'll drop a message in when it is, maybe 9:30, 9:45. But yeah, I'll try and get it on as early as possible. As I understand, Sunday night, so I don't want to take the mick with it. With members, and when you challenge them in real time is what educational. I appreciate that, Amar. I think that's a really good idea. I have a big birthday end of May, hoping you are in Dubai and want to go on the trading floor. I'm thinking of bringing my son Henry, he's 12, loves cars and MMA. I think he will be inspired for him. He will love you. Katie, 100%. When was that in Dubai? End of May. 100% Katie. We'll get you and Henry on the trading floor. Pull up in some supercar. We'll do it properly, Katie. I would 100% be completely up for that, and I look forward to seeing you and Henry in Dubai. That'll be amazing. Yes, Tin. I'd have to check calendar, but I think so. All good, Krishina. I want to be up for Market Open anyways. Yeah, I feel like everyone stays up for Market Open on Sunday. Like, everyone wants to see the craziness unfold, because normally Market Open, just especially for these past 8 months, has just been... I don't know what's gone into the market. I mean, there was a time 3 months ago, every Market Open Sunday, gold would gap by 200 pips either way. It was insane. Re-roasting end of May, Katie. Yeah, it will be hot. I thought in Dubai this last summer, look, it can't be that hot. Look, I like the heat. It can't be too bad. But then you literally you can't put down the windows on your car. You get tired walking to the shop. There was a time I went to get my hair cut, and it's literally a 3-minute walk. I had to stop halfway. I was like, I don't think I'm gonna make this. It's bad. There are a few days where it's just really bad, over 45 degrees, and it is hell. But most places are air-conned, and so it'll be fine. Me and Brandon love the odd Asia session, and Jay. I feel like everyone's got a soft spot for Asia. Brokind, I'm not in the UK right now. I'm in Dubai, but I will be at some point over Christmas. Only more intense heat for sure. Yeah, very, very, very hot. Too hot. Too hot. But everywhere you go, really, in aircon, in Dubai, you don't, unless you want to and you want to go to a beach club or the beach or something like that, you don't really go outside. Everything's inside. Everything's airconned. Yeah, most places in Dubai you don't really walk. So yeah. I remember when I was going to a meeting in Marina, and I thought I'd be able to walk there. I'd never been on one in my life, but I went on one of those electric scooters because I needed to get there. And on the electric scooter, I was out of it. It wasn't. That was awful, actually. I remember that. That was actually awful. When I got there, I had to really stand outside for a minute in the aircon of the door and really compose myself before I went in. That was a funny day. Good time to get to the market. Exactly, Matthew. Exactly. I'm taking family to Cape Town in April. I have 2 days in Dubai, and we're good to know what to do, Max, with them. I mean, Matty, there's a lot. It depends on sort of what you're sort of looking to do. Whether you're looking to go and do activities, whether you're looking to go and get food, or go to the sort of touristy places, or depends what you're sort of looking to do. I mean, there's so much to do here. Appreciate that, Lady H. No barbecues. Love a barbecue in summer. Ocean Beach Dubai. Look, Adam, we can find some better places. Adam, I won't give too much away, but when you're here, treated like royalty, Adam. DV, no. No chance. Since I've been here, I think I've been to the beach maybe like twice. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really feel like I'm near a beach. I don't know. I suppose though it's been through summer and you can't go to the beach during summer. It's just way too hot. Henry wants an electric scooter. 100% no for me. Yeah, I mean there's loads of electric scooters here. Everyone really uses them a lot. So get Henry on the electric scooter. Or the final boss. Exactly, Adam. Pop World Dubai, Adam. Oh God. 5 Jumeirah. Now that is a crazy place. Let's open up Pop World over there. I mean, there's the market for it. Actually, there isn't. People here wouldn't. I don't think people would be open to that. But look, I think maybe. Who's that? Man, yeah, I'd definitely recommend 2R at least moving that stop loss up to break even. Baxton was awful, smashed herself right. That's awful, Chris. I remember a guy here, he accidentally hit an Emirati woman, and I'm pretty sure he's still in prison now on the scooter. That's the thing which scares me, is like with a few things in Dubai. So for example, like getting a dog or on a scooter, if someone accidentally walks out in front of your scooter, if it's busy and it's the wrong type of person, like you're in a lot, like you're screwed. Which is, fair play. It is what it is. It's an amazing country. So, but yeah, that terrifies me. So I'm like, I ain't getting on those if it's busy. So yeah, you gotta be careful, but it's good. Katie, I've spoke to Bella about that. We spoke about a few cool plans with that. What did Chris say? Who's the most famous person you've met in DXB? I don't want to. You know one of them, Adam. Well, 2 of them. I don't want to name drop. I think it's. I don't know. You know them though. Water park in Dubai, highly recommend. Yeah, the Atlantis water park's really, really good. I feel like this has just gone off topic into a Dubai one, but if you're looking to come to Dubai and you've got any questions, like let me know. I'll give you an honest review of it, like a straight up review of Dubai. I think you see a lot of things online about Dubai. A lot of people want to move to Dubai. A lot of people come on holiday. If you want to, I've lived here for just over a year now. So if you want an honest opinion on anything, then let me know. These are the levels which I'm looking at come market open. So yeah. And then the boot camp will be about 9:45, 9:30/10, and then all the personalized blueprints will be sent out tonight as well from the challenge as well. So yeah, Alan, I was thinking that Alan is probably the most famous person. And, fortunately, I pulled out all the stocks and I asked him to come on a live, and he so graciously came on a live, which was amazing. Yeah, Adam, it'll be good. I appreciate that, Katie. It's funny. You can get Domino's pizza, but it's not as good. So like a lot of fast food places like McDonald's, KFC, Pizza Hut, Domino's, they're not as good in Dubai. They're really, really not. There's just better food places to go. I really don't think they're as good. Definitely the chicken here isn't as good. When you're over here, I definitely recommend sticking to like beef. And if you like seafood, the seafood's amazing here. And just like avoid chicken really. It's just I don't think the chicken's as good here as it is in other places. Everything else though is top tier. I'm 37 and I immediately became a 12-year-old when I went to the Atlantis. It's freaking class. Yeah, I completely agree. I completely agree. It's amazing. One thing that I wish I did was the surfing thing. I went when it was summer, so it was like really hot. So it was like really nice to be there. But it's just so massive. Like I was in one area of it, and I didn't realize until like an hour before we went that like there was a whole nother area to it. Like we just kept on going in circles. We couldn't figure out. We need like a map to go around it. Yeah, it's really, really, really good though. If you do come to Dubai, I do recommend that, because then you've got to like go through the Atlantis as well, so you can see the Atlantis, which is good. Also, little tip: if you do plan on coming to Dubai a lot, getting the Atlantis Circle app, you can get like up to 30% off in the Atlantis, which is really good if you go to the Atlantis a lot. And you can get like invited to like cool things, like a restaurant just opened called what's it called? Carbon in the Royal Atlantis, and it's like impossible to get a table there. But if you've like got that app and you've like spent a bit of money, you can get invited to like openings of things and stuff like that, which is cool as well. Definitely any like loyalty things in Dubai is good, because you can get access to things that otherwise would be very difficult. What's the healthy food takeout now whilst boxing? I haven't actually been like getting much takeout food. It's been cooked, so a lot of cooked food. Like I had like a Christmas dinner today, which was amazing. So yeah, I still do. Don't tell anyone, but I still do get the occasional pizza. I can't escape pizza. I haven't had pasta de nonna in ages. I'm telling you, if you're in Dubai, there's a few things which you have to do. Okay, one is go to the Atlantis and just like walk around. Okay, you don't have to stay there, but just go there, walk around. If you can, go to the water park as well, and then also go to the Atlantis. If you've if you're into cars, getting a car. This is I see this all the time. It's really funny. Get a car. Go to the Atlantis, and because like you pull up and it's like loads of people there, you know, you get out of a supercar. If you want to feel like a bit of a beast, go there, you know, you pull up in the supercar, and then they like open the doors, you go in, you look around, and then you go back out and get your car, and then you go to the other Atlantis and you do the exact same thing. If you want to feel like an absolute baller, then you can do that. Really good day. And then other things, I reckon going to the Frame is really good as well. Underrated. I think that's really, really cool. If you do want to go to the top of the Burj Khalifa, I wouldn't pay to go to the top. Instead, there's a restaurant called Atmosphere at the top. If you go there, it's basically getting food there is the same price as if you were to just buy tickets to go to the top of the Burj Khalifa, and you get to go have food there, and it looks really nice and everything as well. So that's a little tip if you want to go to up the Burj Khalifa as well. And yeah. I got a contact in Atlantis Water Park, and it's 100 dirham for me. I can sort you out if you... 100 dirham, yeah? The problem is with going to like stuff like water parks is that I need to be like on my phone, and so like I have to like really plan in advance when I'm gonna go. So yeah, like stuff like that is just very, very difficult. I haven't Lady H yet. I haven't really been going out as much. I've been having like food in. Basically, in December, in the past sort of month, things have been just very much trading, working, boxing, and then food in. I haven't really done much else other than that. Just December's very, very busy. But when it comes to back time to go out and enjoy a bit, that'll definitely come in useful. I need to refine that so I can take advantage of that, because that is really good. Pizza's the best food. What's the e.g. London UK one is definitely hard, needs a water filter. Yeah, Krishina, you need like, if you ever plan to move to Dubai, number one thing when you move in is a water filter for your shower. Number one thing. And then also be careful of the water you get. Make sure you get like low sodium water, because Dubai has like really high sodium water. It's like it's just not good for you, I don't think. And so getting like low sodium water sounds ridiculous to say, but there's quite a lot of water in Dubai which you should just, I think it's just not good to have. Definitely don't drink the water out of the tap. Guide in Discord, man. Okay, good. Only bottled water, yeah. You do not want to drink tap water in Dubai. Definitely not. And yeah, water filter is a number one thing. And then also air purifiers, good as well. And also if you're moving into a new apartment, make sure you get your aircon cleaned, because if they leave the apartment for like a while, just because of like the moisture in the air, it can get like really moldy, and it's really not good for you. And so make sure you watch out for that as well. These are all mistakes which I've made. So like all of these things which I'm saying like, okay, because I've made the exact same mistakes before. John, exactly. You just got to keep going. Look, filter the filtered water, DV. Like, that isn't a bad shout. Hello, Flint Speed. How you doing, mate? How are things? I know you've just joined us, Flint Speed, but I was just going to say we're about to wrap this up now, so I do have to go and get the bootcamp live sorted, get those personalised reports sent out for the challenge, and then also answer any messages ready for next week. So yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed the live. I know we went a bit off topic, but I enjoyed it. I think it's good to chill, go a bit off topic. We got the charts marked up. I think these levels are really, really nice. I'll be posting these levels inside the private group after this. If you do want any more information regarding the private group, then just drop me a message on Telegram. I'll happily answer any questions. If you do want, the best signals, best analysis, best courses, best community, best bootcamp, everything, then this is the group for you. So hope everyone had a great weekend. Hope you feel a bit festive as we move into the rest of December, and I hope you're ready to absolutely smash these charts next week. So. Yeah, take care, everyone. Have an amazing night, and I'll see you all in a bit. See you in a bit, Lady H. See you in a bit, Heath, Ian, Alan, DB, Nutrix, Chris, Flitspeed. Who else have we got on here? John, Krishina, Lady H, Adam and Adam, Graham, Jamie. Take care, guys.